What is going on, everybody? We are back on another Madden 24 video, and today we're going to talk about how you guys can make infinite profit, make tons of coins. I know a lot of people say that, but for example, one flip of this last night, I made 150,000 coins. And for anybody that does sets, flips, anything like that, if you can make 150,000 coins in 30 minutes, you know that's a good set, a good method. It's not going to be that every single time. I'm not going to make that guarantee at all. But if this does help you guys make some coins, it'd mean the world if you hit that like button, subscribe, come back for some more. Comment down below if it helped you. Comment down below if you're mad at me for telling people. I get it, I understand, but at the same time, I think people need to eat. And if you've been doing this method and you're like, man, why are you talking about this? Then you've been eating too. Let some other people make some coins. I will say that I do think you need to have about 300 to 350,000 coins comfortably to be able to do this flip. Unfortunately, it's not one that you can just do with 10,000 coins. It's just not. It's not going to happen. You're going to want to just snipe, sell, snipe, sell if you only have that few coins. So this is not for you. I do think you need to have about 300,000 coins to do this. But basically, the sets that we're going to be looking at are the Ghost Champions, the Zero Chill Champions, and just kind of utilizing those. I think between those two filters or those two sets, you should find a card that will sell for the amount that you need it to. And just for example, so you guys know that I'm not just making this up or ripping from somebody else. I mean, I'm not saying I came up with this, but just what I've been doing. This Tillman, I shouldn't have gone with Tillman. I knew I shouldn't have. As you can see, I haven't done him once, but he just was selling for a decent amount at the time I built him, but then he tanked. So he honestly was still profit, but not as much. Stephon Diggs, that's one where I made 150,000, but 497, 468, 468, 475, 479, 464. I mean, you can just see all of these champions that I've been selling. I probably started this about on Thursday night or Friday, and I had 4 million coins, a little under 4 million coins, and now I have 5.1. See, what you're going to do is obviously those champion sets, they take 590s. So obviously one way you could do it would be just to snipe these 90s, try to get them for cheap. I think some of the ones that pop out the most would be the Zero Chills. Obviously 83, that's actually not too bad honestly if they're that low, but you're not going to want them. I mean, to guarantee profit, you need them to be lower than that. You do need them to be in like the 70s. That's what I'm going to say to be able to guarantee profit. If you're getting them for over 80 especially, you really might not be making any coins. For example, if you buy 5 for 80, that's 400,000. If you can only sell 460 is probably a good range, 470 maybe on the higher end. So you're really limiting your profit there, and you're actually taking a pretty big chance to not make coins or just to break even for all the work you just did. So my opinion, 90s will work, but they're not the move. They're not the move. What I would do, and what I have been doing, is go over to this filter, just go to all offense or pick one, all offense or all defense, then select 86 to 87s. And then what I've been doing, you don't have to do it this way, and if you don't do it this way, then I would not do all offense, all defense. I would go by position, so quarterback, halfback, do it that way. But what I've been doing, I found worked, is just flipping between offense and defense on legends, 86 to 87, and then all offense, all defense. Put that thing to newest. I'm not saying it's going to happen every single time, but take what I've been doing is anything less than 14. So, even though that looks halfway tempting, if you're almost done and you just need one more, I mean, obviously just buying one for 14.5 isn't going to make or break your set. But if you do that for every single one, it's going to add up. If you spend 1,000 more than you should on all 25, that's 25,000 out of your pocket. But there, 12.25, someone beat us to it, but take that. For example, if you buy 5 at 13.5, that's going to mean you built that 90 for 67,500 coins. Good luck finding consistent snipes at that price. It's not going to happen if you're just trying to snipe 90s. Very rare. I did spend a ton of time trying to do that. Very, very difficult. Very competitive filter. And I'm not saying that this one can't be at sometimes, but I found it fairly easy to get my 87s at 13.5 or lower. A lot of times lower. A lot of times 9.7. It's It really just kind of depends. I have had it where, you know, a couple of us have been doing it at the same time, but just flip back and forth between here. So if you buy and you're building them for 67.5, that means that you can build a champion for 337,500 coins just based off of only 13.5. So that doesn't factor in if you get a snipe here or there, which they're gonna come. I know I'm not getting any right now, but they're gonna come. I wish I could show all of my previous purchases and stuff, because especially when there's like a good offer out, you know, like yesterday when there was that offer out, there's 10. See if we can get this guy. There you go, 10.6. I mean, so right there, you're already down 3,000 for what you want to get. Just keep buying these, and then what you're going to do is once you get 25 of them, you don't have to wait for 25, but once you get 25, that's when you can build a champion. So then you go over and you build 5 either most feared or unstoppable players. It doesn't matter because you're not selling them. You could let me put that out there, that if you don't want to build a champion, Ghost of Mutt, Zero Chill, and you just want to flip them, again, you're building them for cheap. So I think you can sell those 90s for around 90,000, 92,000 in that area. If you know, potentially more if you're very patient, and make, you know, 15 to 20,000 on each 90. So you could do that too. That's an option, but I think building these 86s, 87, or not 86, building these 87s. But I think buying these 87s and building those 90s is 100% the move. Whether you do it this way, I'll show you the other way that I was talking about. If you are wanting to go by position, then you can. Just know that, like, one I found doesn't work is receiver. Seems like there's too many receivers. You're not getting the newest cards, but just you can then you're getting all the promos. You know, then you're getting team of the week. You're getting AKA. You're getting you know, most feared. Those are some of the ones. You know, reduxes. You're getting more cards, but it's also more cluttered because you're gonna have a lot more 86s, things like that. And here's like the receiver. At least I found a lot of times you're not getting it. Is showing 59 minutes, so you might still be. But that was one to keep in mind that I found when the market's really kind of moving, that you were not getting the newest cards. But you can just go by position. You can also do this with legends too. If you don't want to do all offense and all defense, and you think maybe I'm gonna filter down a little bit more, obviously you can do that with the legends ones as well. But positions I would stay away from are, let's see, really probably fullback, tight end, left guard, center, right end, both outside linebackers. None of those, especially outside linebackers, they do not have any cards. And then right end and left guard only have 86s, and I can't remember why I'm saying to stay away from 70 or centers. But those are just filters that I found did not work for the legends. But just keep going through here. Oh yeah, so center doesn't have any either, so that is why. But just go through again. I just do all offense, all defense. Generally speaking, you're still seeing all the new cards. Snipe those, build those, take advantage of this while we can, because I think once the overall shift happens, if you remember correctly, I don't think there's any 91s you can build just from any 88s. You know, you had the, what do we have? We had the all Madden, we had Team of the Weeks, we had Legends. It was kind of a weird moment there when we went to 91s. We had Blitz cards. So I don't believe there's a 91 that you can just flat out build like you can these 90s. So try to take advantage of this while you can. Again, it might be competitive at sometimes. It might be dead at sometimes. But I think overall you're going to make some coins. I know we're not really finding too many right now. But again, it's also what your expectation is going into it. Don't be too greedy. If you can find it under 14, that's when I'm going to try to guarantee some profit. At least as of right now, you know, once those Zero Chill cards or those Ghost and Mutt cards, if they start taking a price, if they get down to where they're selling for 400,000, this might not be super viable anymore unless the 87s go down as well. So keep that in mind, and keep that in mind. I think the Zero Chill strat, I've heard rumors that it does go away here soon. So when that goes away, that theme team might not be so viable. Those cards might go down in price. So just keep that in mind. Check mutt.gg every time, or check the catalog. If you don't have access to a computer or your phone, go into the catalog. and see which ones are selling and look at the actual auction house. Don't just go off of what that number is saying. That number can be very wrong at times. Go in and truly look and see what the card sold for last, or like what the highest auction is right at that time, because that's what you want to take advantage of. You don't want to take advantage for what maybe they were selling, because then it could have got flooded. I've had that where it's like it shows it's selling for 480,000, but then you go into the actual auction house and 6 different people undercut each other, and now the lowest price is actually 420,000. That's what happened with that Tillman. So don't do that. Don't do what I did. But I hope this makes you guys some coins. It should. Just take your time. Be patient. Don't be too greedy. Don't try to just go for those 6,000 snipes. Take the 13.5. Take the 12. Take the 11. They're going to add up, and those snipes will come, and you will make some coins.